Hey gang, Gameface here, and I am back in Blender. Yep, we're in Blender, and of course there we go. Everything's all popping out now. So yeah, I did some stuff last night, did some experiments. I could not correct that, correct the issue with the darkness and the lightness and all that stuff. Hey Nor, how you doing? So I couldn't fix that. I just couldn't fix it. But someone sent me a message on Twitter today, and they've been able to solve it. So I think I'm going to go through the steps they went through, or some of the steps they went through, because everything else about everything else is fine. But it may be a size issue. And I've noticed some things here too, that the scale isn't actually applied. But we're going to see. We're going to see how this goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going into here, and I notice none of this is set anymore. Now, I remember, I could go back to the video, but I remember setting this to meters. But that doesn't matter. What I need to do is I need to... Okay, I don't have centimeters. Millimeters. I can go... No, that's not what I want. And we're going to call that... No, that's not millimeters. Ah! What just happened? Oh, here we go. I don't know why I don't have centimeters. Same, centimeters. It knows it. Okay, so there we go. I have changed it. The only problem right now is this is 4.3 millimeters tall. And that is not big enough for a fire hydrant. Like, that big. If things in Planet Coaster were scalable, wouldn't be a problem. But they're not. They're fixed to size. So, what I need to do is I need to scale all this. So I'm going to go in here, and I'm basically going to hit S. And I'm going to bring this up to like a larger size. I guess I should have pulled out more. Because it needs to be like 43 or 40 some... Whoa. 40 some centimeters high. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how high it needs to be. No, 60 centimeters. So here we go. We've scaled everything up back to the size it was before, and we're in centimeters instead of meters, where it was... I think it was smaller than that. That's the scary thing. But whatever. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not going to worry about it. The problem I have right now is the scale isn't applied. So what I'm going to do, and again, I need to thank what's Lucas up on YouTube for the, you know, basically telling me what I was doing wrong, or what we think is going on. I'm sure it is. So now I need to press Control A, and I need to apply, I guess, scale and rotation. There seems to be something wrong with Yeah, okay. So, yeah. So these are now 1. This is 1.1 meters tall. Okay, I get it now. I get it. I get it. So I need to scale this again. I was looking at the wrong numbers. So maybe it was about 85 centimeters tall. Now the other thing I need to do, I got to apply that scale again, is I need to move it up. Now the best way to do this is in this view here. The problem I have is that the, you know what I mean? The thing goes off the screen when I need to use it. Okay, there we go. Now, Control A, apply, rotation and scale. Location. Okay, so there we go. Okay, that's awesome. I think that's awesome. We're going to find out, because right now, basically, we're going to export this as is. Hey, Raphael! Oh yeah, I'm going to get to the point where I can build anything I want. Except I can't, because they've limited to 8,000 triangles, which I'm pretty sure they're not following. Sorry. That big rock I always wanted, I can build it now. So, we're going to export this. This is 1.1.5, I think. No, this is 1.1.6. 5 was last night. So we're exporting it. Our unit scale is down to centimeters. So you know what? Let me do that again. Let's see, mesh. I see different stuff down here than what I saw on other people's things, because I'm doing a binary. Yeah, I haven't had problems with anything with the binary. This is what they're telling people to use. But I'm scared to. We're gonna see if that's a requirement in order to fix this whole lighting issue. That's what we're going to do. If it's not, I'm good with it. So I'm gonna leave that as is right now. So the other thing that's gone on here is I sort of made a temporary thumbnail for it, a new icon for it. So that's going to be in the game too. And now what we need to do is, if I can figure out how to get to the website, we're going to add a new version. So, oops. Is that what I want? I'll just do that here. So nothing else has changed. Oh, something else has changed. I don't know if it'll do anything, so I'm not going to talk about it until I find out. And we're going to drop that in here. So we resize it into centimeters. Now, these are the colors I have. Black, red for the body, green for the ends, black for the thing. Because it's sort of a combination of the two fire hydrants you generally see. The lime green ones and the red ones. And I just decided to make the other things black so they stand out. I was thinking of making them two different colors. Like I could go and make this gray. But really you're not going to see much difference. So I'll just leave it black. It's kind of weird though. It doesn't get applied when you put it down, when you copy it. But that's it for hey, what's up, Lucas? Up. My export settings won't work. So it's not the scaling issue? Well, okay, I'm just gonna take this in stages so I know what everything does. Like the export settings, it's the binary that's the format problem, or the scaling. The scaling of it, to me, it almost feels like that. Okay, so right now I've been using binary all along because I haven't had any problems. And oh, this was not right. That's right. I could do this. Maybe I've done that wrong. Oh. This is using -Z forward and apply transform. I could well, I'll apply transform if all rotations must be set to 0. Yeah, everything's set to 0. Location, rotation, and scale is set to 1. So what I might have to do here, oops. Just queue up. Oh, how am I? Queue up 1.1.7. That's what we do. Yeah, I see there seems to be two different places. I guess they really don't mean meter. Yeah, well, metric and the units are in centimeters. That needs to be 1. What am I doing? How did I even get in there and click on that? I clicked on it because I want to just scroll it. There we go. This is what concerns me, because this is what I started with. And I guess we can experiment here. So it didn't, I didn't find it causing me any problems, so I didn't change it. So yesterday I changed it. So I even had the lighting issue with this. So I'm, you know, we'll find out in a minute. But I'm going to create 1.1.7. Oops. Want to overwrite 1.1.1. That would be bad. And then package this up again. Yeah, I'm trying to do this, do it in stages so we can sort of figure out what exactly in that whole thing fixes it. But I think I'm changing too many things at once now. What am I doing here? To zip. Okay, so we're going to roll out a second copy. Whoops. So it's building that one. We're going to roll out the next version. I know I'm going to have to take new screenshots too. I think I was able to fix that edge that was showing up. So there we go. Well, see, I'm a software developer, so this, yes, I saw that the Red Dead beta is out. I might do tomorrow, maybe. Yeah, so I'm a software developer, so doing this iterative steps is sort of something I'm used to. And obviously, I think I must like it for some reason. Call me crazy. Okay, so we've got those on the go. I've been sort of thinking about what I'm going to build next. I've been looking at like ruins and things like that, but that would all play into my current build. And I'm almost wondering if I should stop for now and go back to, you know, finishing something scary, because I'll have to, yeah, I should check that. Sorry, I'm back onto the Red Dead thing, and I'm wondering what Raphael's saying. You does that as well, then yes, you like it. Well, I guess we might as well clean up our Planet Coaster folder. I can get rid of the junk around it. Yeah. I used to come home every day and basically keep writing software. It was ridiculous. I quit doing that years ago. Started playing a lot more games. What am I doing? I need to, while this is building, I need to clean up the existing fire hydrant, which doesn't work. Oh, hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm on YouTube, Twitch, and yeah, there's 7 of us over here on YouTube right now, and there's only 2 people over on Twitch. It's kind of weird, actually. I found my audience for almost everything is on YouTube. Okay, is this almost done? I do find sometimes. Oh, I can open Planet Coaster now. Whoops. Has anybody noticed that Planet Coaster takes longer and longer and longer to load up now? Like, well, yeah. If this doesn't work, I'm just switching to directly what you what you used. See, the reason I didn't use the analog, or not the analog, the ASCII, I said analog, is because when I chose that, it basically told me, oh, this has been deprecated, don't use it. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Well, build slow today. Or, well, maybe not. Parker's created using, yeah. Load it up, delete them. Destroy the whole thing. Well, I would have never been that patient, Raphael. I would have given up long before that. Well, and, like, I guess my thing is, you know, they point you in a completely different direction. Where is it? Like, when you go in here and you go export, and they say, yeah, Y forward, Z up. Yeah, I can do that. Animated objects will need to be rotated in the scene, so the Y-axis up, Z-axis forward. Well, I didn't have any animations. I'm not worried. Before exporting, apply rotation and scale, and apply all modifiers that are not related to the animation of the objects. Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, so, like, they're like, hey, look over there! And, I wonder, well, see, I used an old version of 3D Studio Max, which is like ancient version. My item's ready yet? My item's ready. No. And of course, this is just totally inaccessible to me. Like, I can't pay $3,000 a year for a piece of software. I am, though, going to get myself, Surface Painter. I'm definitely getting Surface. That should help a lot. I can actually, you know, paint material onto a texture, and then, you know, yeah, it was definitely, it was probably around that time, 2005, 2008, I don't know. Probably closer to 2005, now that I think about it. Just because, all I can think about is, where was I working then? Oops. Okay, well, you know, if this is gonna go on like this, I have time to load a real park. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's nothing like it. Like, yeah. There's just, I can't see in Blender how there's a way to take all those things and combine them into the single texture, and then, you know, of course, get the and get your normals and everything all out. I don't know how that works, but hey, I'm not there yet. I've only used Blender for 59 hours, and part of that was because I left it running yesterday by accident for 4 hours. So 55 hours of Blender. So I'm figuring it out. I think it comes easier because I am a software developer. So it frustrates me a bit, Blender, with why did they choose to... Oh, here we go. It's done. It's done. It's done. Sorry. Why did they choose to implement it that way? Why is the UI like this? But I don't know. I guess they were copying the paradigms of other pieces of software in the same genre. Okay, so we have our fire hydrant, the first one we uploaded. So this doesn't have the export settings. It only has the scaling settings. Yeah, I'm horrible at drawing, so I'm hoping that I'm hoping there's a piece of software out there that can do it for me. Where are we gonna put a fire hydrant here? Same place as usual, I guess. Oh no, I need people. Right here. Is it there? Probably not. Yeah, so we still have the same texture weirdness. So that's built and ready. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. I'm going to get rid of this, and then I'm going to refresh this. Nothing found. So when we add it back, we'll still be able to find it. That's good. Okay, so and here while that's building that version, we're going to do another export to FBX, but this time we're going to switch to the settings from that Lucas provided. Or what's up, Lucas? I don't know what to call you. So I don't know, there are no modifiers, but whatever. I'm not going to change this because I haven't flipped my model. Oh, no, wait a minute. Yeah. I haven't changed this because I haven't flipped my model. Is that right? Yeah, I won't. Okay, I'm gonna try both. I'm gonna try flipping the model. Well, I really don't want to do that. That's like the last thing I want to do. Okay, that was 7. What version is this? Still not sure how you got it to glow like neon? See, there's a thing that people could really use. If creating a bunch of the alphabet, like how long until somebody releases the alphabet, and then there'll be multiple fonts. I don't know. This is an awesome thing, this Planet Coaster. Why is my cursor not there? There it is. Okay, so I've cleared that out. It's still building. I'm going to build the next version. So now we're on 1.1.8. And this is basically already a set of letters. Okay. So I guess, even though there is, you'd probably want to make your own sign for your own park. Just so that, you know, there's uniqueness in it, and it's, yeah. I think that's probably what I'll do for my next big park. Well, big park, what am I talking about? I've been working on the last one for an unbelievably long amount of time. Okay, so I'm back in the, on here. And I am uploading 1.1.8. Change the export to ASCII. I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah, I noticed that the other day. I was having to unload it. Okay, what's the whole texture thing? Well, I can. Well, when we do the next model, I have to figure out what the next thing I want to build is. I was thinking of phone booth, but you know, that's going to be actually quite tough. Though I can always get a picture of a phone booth and stick it in there like I started with this. Yeah. That's awesome. I haven't really looked at what's available yet. But I don't even... Oh. I don't even know what to build next. I'm amazed I was able to build this, to tell you the truth. Okay, Planet Coaster. What were we doing in Planet Coaster? Before we were so rudely interrupted. Oh, other way. Oh, wait a minute. It would seem that I have a fire hydrant ready. It's lying. It's telling me about some other fire hydrant. Mine's not ready. It's still building. Yeah, it's still building. You know, I'm gonna say, I think you gave up too soon. I don't think it's over your head at all. You know, with the difficulties I had with getting everything backwards, you know, it seemed difficult, but once we figured that out, it was like, now, oh, you can't see that when I'm watching Planet Coaster, that's bad. So the next build will be something we can, maybe I should go down and build something simpler. Maybe, see, what I want to build is grass. Like a patch of grass, not a, you know, square patch of grass, but just, you know, a foot by a foot and a half, or a meter by a meter and a half of grass. Maybe even smaller, maybe even the size of a bush, where you could put down a patch of grass, have it oddly shaped, so that it doesn't, like, you know, look like the same thing. But that's going to be difficult, because I think what I need to do with that is to use planes. Have, you know, matching images of grass. Yeah, classic phone booth was one thing I was thinking. So then I'd have images of grass, but you'd have to somehow apply it to both sides. And I just don't understand how I'd be able to do that in here. But I guess no matter what, if you had plane, like, both sides is the problem. Maybe you need to take two planes and have them flat, or even like like, you know, so the normals are out and out, if that makes sense. Because it would be so awesome that if like all this stuff in here, whoa, like if I could actually manhole cover. Yeah, see, the manhole cover, though. Should... Actually, if I could find a picture of a manhole cover, I could probably go right through the process of creating the normals and everything. Yeah, yeah. So what I was looking at, of course, because I use this thing everywhere, just to have some stuff sticking up from the ground. Most of it's buried. It's very wasteful. And you can see the frame rate is affected from, you know, the hundreds and hundreds of these. But yes, if I could do the same thing, just, you know, long pieces of grass, it'd be awesome. But again, then I'd probably just use them. And if I look really close at this, I keep on asking myself, what is it? You know what I mean? Like, these things seem to be multiple planes, like 3. So there are 3 planes with what amazingly looks like the same. Okay, I get it. It's the same texture on every single one of them. So that's probably the same as the trees, too. It's the same texture on every piece. Yeah, with alphas on it. Yeah, exactly. Oh, we got ourselves a download. Okay, so let's drop that into the folder. It's building the last one now. The last one was the one with the ASCII. See, the very square is a problem. I think it should be more like, you know, like like this kind of stuff. Because I'd love to just throw that long grass right at, you know, 2 pieces of it in there. And if it was square, it would just be wrong. Now, I could see that in a big park where you want stuff like that. Hey, Marco! Where you want stuff like that, but other than that. Okay, so, Toolkit items. This is our digital, or not our digital, our binary attempt. Why am I associating ASCII with digital or analog, and digital with binary? Well, because ASCII is really digital. I mean, it's all digital when it gets down to the very bottom. Never mind. Okay, so here is version number 3. I got to do this near people. Today's version. Oh, it's actually version number 2. Okay. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. But so are anything that I apply the color black to. And they won't go black until I reapply them after. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the default color on these like not black. I think. Okay, let's back up here. Actually, you know what? Let's check the other colors. And orange. That's not really orange. Can we get a real orange that isn't yellow? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's a resubmission thing. Oh, okay. So, the other thing I did last night is I added these maps to make these, you know, seem like they're cavities. So I have a cavity image now, but I don't understand what it's done. I'm actually starting to think that I should have probably not painted this piece of the text, or I should have painted this on the base and painted it black and left the flexi color for the outside. Not that I can't do that. Yes, yes, I think I have. I think we've got the last touches, other than the fact that I'm not quite happy with the, the color application. And there's a line. There's no line there, but there's a line there. And I don't understand why. And as I back up, the line... Okay, well, no. Let me... Come on. Okay, yeah, the line does appear. So there's a problem with the texture. But of course, does it really matter at that point? What does matter, though, is this. And I don't know why I have that. But yes, I'm very pleased. A little bit of an issue here. Something going on here. I must have some overlapping paint in a piece of the mask. So the other thing you might notice on this... Oh, that other build is ready. Or is it? Is it telling me about this one? It's telling me about this one, I think. Yeah, it's telling me about this build that we're already looking at. So there's one thing about this. And that's... Oh, there's another seam. Why did I cut that in the top? What was I thinking? Even like, sorry, even being a complete amateur and only have done this for... Yeah, that's... Okay, so I'm gonna quickly go through what we changed here. So as you can see, it's a much smaller thing. It's actually 85 centimeters. This is 43 centimeters at the base, or the widest point, or no, from here across to where this ends. So that's sort of how big it is, or it might actually be from here to here. So let's do this. Okay, I think I need to add a roughness map to it. A roughness image. Where am I going? Why are things so awkward? Why? Oh, there we go. Whew. So where's some like... Why does escape not deselect it? Because escape doesn't deselect scenery. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I don't know if the effects will still fit in it. I'm gonna have to go with nope. They don't fit anymore. I've got to decide whether or not that's a problem. Might be a problem. So maybe I'm not doing as well as I thought I was. Oh well. But we don't have the whole weird lighting issue. This flashing is obviously reflecting off it. I don't like how shiny it is. The only issue I have is I don't really know how to take the map I have and apply roughness to it. Could I just add a gray roughness image? Would that make the difference? Is that all I really need to do? Maybe that's all I need to do, and it'll make it rough everywhere. But or is it something that I need like is it like yeah, I don't know. Let's go look and see. I guess we don't want that. What we want here is probably this. No, we don't want that. We want... Where would I have put this? Oh, yeah, I know where it is. It's in with our sources for all this. Okay. So I don't really need to mask this. These are the old color masks. Of course, they are our color masks are the inverse of this. I just haven't updated this. But I am going to add a new layer. And we're going to call it, I think it's RN. Let's go find out. There we go. So that's on the that's the material. Come on. Somehow, as I changed scenes, it decided that I'm just going to everything. So yeah, this is a RN. And because it's not totally rough, what I'm going to do is... See, the bad thing here is if I want to apply a varying roughness, I can't. Because I can't really apply it. Sorry, I should actually have this so you can see it while I'm talking about it. That's not it. So yeah, so if I want a varying, like if you think about a fire hydrant, they've been painted over and over. There's a buildup of paint. There's a, you know, there'll be a bubbliness to it. If I were to just take a photo of that even bubbliness, I wouldn't get it shaped properly to this. And that's the key to that. So that's why, you know, Surface Painter, you could take the 3D surface and tell it to apply an image to that 3D surface, and then that image will come out stretched appropriately, shrunk appropriately into the 3D into the texture that we have. So that's what I can't do. I just can't do that right now. I don't think there's any way to do that in Blender. So the best that I can do, I think, right now would be to say, paint me a texture yeah, but I couldn't you know, go and say, okay, well, you know, we want some shiny pieces on the end here. I could sort of paint them on there, but again, that's something else you'd want to do in something that's better at this. Me, I'm just going to save this as is. Now, what we're going to save this as, and you'll see this has grown into quite the set of files here at this point. We're going to save this to it's our material RN. I don't know why I'm not using file compression. They can worry about that at their end. I got a big internet pipe. I don't care. So it's grown into quite a few files now. Let me put all the versions away. And let me get rid of these. So right now these are the files. Sorry, I should select this way and then final right click. Click on that, and well, I don't want to do it yet because we have to fix the textures. What just happened? That's weird, you can't see anything. That is totally bizarre. That's totally bizarre. If Photoshop is open, you can see this window, but if Photoshop is closed, is down and hidden, this window doesn't show up. Okay, so these are the files now. So as soon as we fix the seam on the front, there'll be a 1.1.9, and I've already got 1.1.8 in here, so I can even get rid of this. So basically this is all the materials used to make this so far. I don't think there's going to be anything else. Once I get that shininess down to like a really reasonable level, I think that's it. I really, really hope that's it. So, in Too Deep, remember we're talking about what changed? It's What's Up, Lucas Up here actually helped me with this and got me to the right settings here, and to make sure that all these were actually applied before I was able to upload it, or so I was able to upload it properly. Now the other thing that changes is in the export settings, and I'm just going to do another export here. I changed to ASCII. I'm still using the suggested ones from for the forward and up, Z forward and Y up, that were suggested by Frontier, because I haven't had any problems with them, so I didn't change them. And you know, I'm funny that way. I want to be able to do things step by step by step by step so I actually know when I do things where things went wrong. So in this situation, in this thing, it has not been the case. It has not worked like that at all. So we're creating Fire Hydrant 1.1.9 next time. So I can just click File, Export, and just double click that. And same with the save. I'm going to do a save as, and I'm going to save this as 1.7, because it's 1.7 of our build, not our export. Does that make any sense? Again, I'm used to it. Okay, so we need to bring up some texture painting. Ugh. Let's get rid of everything. No, I guess we're going to need the tools. Why can't we see this? That's a good question. So we have a seam that shows up on the front of this thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch back to the image editor here. I'm going to go get some node here. We got our nodes. And what do I want? I want F2? Yeah, I want F2. Now, this looks pretty straightforward, right? The problem we have is here. Oh, no, it's not. It's on F3. And it's one of these sharp edges. I could see why we might have a problem. But we also have another problem. Bleh. Don't do that. Whatever you do, don't do that. Okay, the other problem we have... Oh, we don't have a problem at all. I should be able to paint to my heart's content. Okay, problem might be solved. Before I do any of that, reload the image, because you don't want to be painting an old image. And the other thing I hate is how this one bolt here wouldn't unwrap. So yeah, this is where my problem is. So I'm just gonna go into texture painting. I'm going to, oh, there's where we're going. And I just somehow changed to Material CA. I don't know how I did that. And I don't need that. That's not what I need at all. What I need is this. Actually, is this what I need, or is this what I need? No, yeah, I think that's what I need. We're gonna find out as soon as I go to paint. Oh. So basically what we need to do is we need to overlap this edge. And nope, it's pure white. I really shouldn't have used pure white. I'm not taking their advice. Get right in here. I can change this curve. course, you know, you can already tell I've screwed up, and that's going to actually have an effect on the other piece. I should have done some manual adjustments. Like, you know, the one thing I really wish is there probably was a place to put padding around these, and I just didn't listen to it or do it. I don't need paint here, but I should probably do it anyway. So basically, at this point, we're cleaning up what we've done wrong, what's his name? Wolfie? Still here? I don't know why I thought it was you. This should make more sense now, you know, this masking. I don't really need to do this. This is the bottom of it, but I'm doing it anyway. It's not that like these will actually overlap, it's that I'm not relying upon these lines being 100% accurate. Which they're obviously not, or we wouldn't be having this problem. When I was watching somebody paint, there's like mixing tools and stuff like that that will allow you to actually, once you have your texture wrapped and you still have a seam, because of course you're going to, if you're using a real like a real texture, like not like what I'm doing here. This is not a real texture. Why is that white? Is that supposed to be white? Look at that. That's probably that little edge that we had there. Why did I paint that side so much? You know what? A bigger paintbrush would work better. So would Photoshop, but you know, it's all the way over on this monitor right here. I'd have to turn my head. Oops. Okay, so that was one issue. Now I seem to have an issue up here as well, and across this. So we're going to save this one, and we're going to change to material one. So I really don't see how I had issues. But yeah, I don't know. It's overpainted. You can see how that might be a problem. And of course these things, I don't even know what these things are. These little itty bitty pieces. I haven't figured that out yet. I think there's some loose pieces in here for some reason. I'm not gonna mention. I don't know. Can't see them. Nobody can see them. I know they're like 6 or 7 faces that are so small that I don't know what to do. Okay, so let's save that. And what do we want now? Take a quick look at 2. I really can't see any place where we'd have a problem here except for maybe here, but you know, we don't. We had that little bit of color on the top corner there on the other one that bled over. We might have a little bit of color here bleeding over. But you know, I'm just moving one problem to another there. Yeah, now this won't come through. So yeah, we're just like, yeah, like I said, we're just trading one issue for another there. Yeah. So I'm missing the yeah, they probably are. But these painting tools are not good for that accuracy. Like I'm sure I could go in here and like, you know, and just like cut that, you know, right there. But you know, and again, that's just not. Oh, don't want to do that. Though it doesn't really matter. I guess it does a bit. I should fix that. What were those, 8? Work better in Photoshop. I shouldn't mess with it. I should start undoing things until it comes back. Yeah, if I wasn't this far in, I'd try to figure out how to grab, because there's tons of room. Like, you know, this is insanely tightly packed for no reason at all. But, you know, once you're this far in, it's hard to say, okay, let's redo all that. So let's save that. Let's just, I don't know if this will actually do anything. I'm not even going to bother. So we don't need to re-export. We've got everything fine there. We've fixed the edge. We've added the roughness map. I think it's going to be time for version 9. It's like, it's not, obviously not version 9. I've uploaded the same version multiple times. But this is version 9. So send to compressed zip folder, fire hydrant version 1.1.9. Now, there will be a 1.1.10, which will fix this image, but, you know, I need to, like, for some reason I need to get it into Planet Coaster to fix that. And I can also fix the shininess. Okay, so this is flexi color mask adjustments. And a new... Oh, it's roughness. What do they call that? Roughness. No, I've been here for an hour and 15 minutes so far. Where have you been, Coaster Kid? Sorry. I'm just kidding. And roughness image. Sure, we'll go with that. Submit. Submit to me. There we go. I can't think of what could possibly go wrong. Other than the fact that it won't apply the black color to anything that's black. Which it seems to be the problem with black. Because I noticed that before, it didn't do the bolts. The default color was not applied to the bolts, and anytime I brought in the object, it wasn't applied. And in What's Up Lucas Up's video, when he put his the shape up again, it was the same thing. The default color in the upload you didn't work. But like you said, when you redid the same upload, it worked just fine. So that's kind of a weird thing. That's definitely a real bad bug on their side. I guess while I'm here, I don't know how to do this. This is going to take a while, so it's probably best to just go back into Planet Coaster for a bit. As opposed to just sitting here waiting. It says fire hydrant build ready. Yeah, lots of them are ready. But not the one we need. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking like that. I've had the problem with black when I'm applying it. I thought originally it was the problem was with the bolts, because this is the 4th fire hydrant I've built, eh? But okay, yeah, it makes sense. Well, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely need more experimenting done. Like I definitely want to learn more about this. That's not 430. That's 430. Ooh, that looks barren. Empty. And gray and dark. Oh no, I'm not back to square one with flexi colors. I'm actually waiting for what I think might be the final build. Other than iconing. Oh, and speaking of that, like by uploading the same thing again with matching icons. Yeah, they're not invisible. But Yeah, see, yeah, I don't even know what to say. I wasted 2 days messing with those masks, basically getting them backwards. Hey, what's this? That might fit in the fire hydrant, you know? Because these things are huge. These things are way too big, really, is what the problem. These should have been much, much smaller. Yeah, if it doesn't work this time in the next build, we're going to try dark gray. But I'm going to this is what I'm going to do right now. We're building a screenshot room. Just temporarily. While this build is going on. Not this build. You know, I should really get in here and build something in Planet Coaster one day. But the fire hydrants in this place are going to be great. They'll be like black fire hydrants. I don't know. It's just that this ThemeMaker'S Toolkit is so exciting right now. That's what everybody wants to be doing. That's what I want to be doing. But let's build a small panel room. So we'll start with some panel floor. And we'll grab some panel walls. No, this isn't gonna work. This is not gonna work. Wishful thinking. I'll just have to go do what I did yesterday. I can't think of any other way to get a good screenshot. So if I can get it up against this wall, in a place where there's no marks, see, that looks pretty blank. I can take a screenshot. We can do one last build. So I don't even think I need to lay the base material. Well, my base material is just sort of like a and I post on the forums how I did everything. By everything. What do you mean? You know, Coaster Kid, it's all on YouTube, eh? All of my videos are like all there forever for the last 4 years, all on YouTube. You can just, if you missed something. But we are doing another build. I'm going to build a foam booth. What's my YouTube account? I don't know if you'll get this on Twitch, but you might get that on Twitch. Get that on Twitch? So not only am I on YouTube, I'm live streaming to YouTube right now as well. Oh, green screen it. Yeah, but my thing has green on it. Maybe we can blue screen it. Oh, seems we can't blue screen it. Huh? I might have broken colors in the game. It's like, nope. Oh. Gotta have proper lighting so that it seems as mute as possible. That seems pretty solid. Ah. Coaster Kid's got the goods. He knows what's going on. Of course, you know, gotta wait for Planet Coaster. It's not quick. So remember how I was saying we need more art shapes? We can now make them. Whatever they may be. Of course, my problem is I'd make smaller art shapes and use more pieces, and that would just, you know, push the boundaries. What I should be doing is actually building these things that I want in Blender. And then doing it. Why isn't this build done? I got another question. Why didn't they make these 4 meters wide? Thanks for subscribing, Nick. You know what I mean? Why did they not make these 4 meters wide? Why are they not like 2, 4? It's coming up a little short. I'm not complaining or anything. I don't care. I really don't. I just think it's funny. Okay, like I said now though, we have green on our item. Oops. I was trying to right click and change the color. I've been here too long, I think. Okay, so does that become completely neutral? No, it doesn't. It's far from it. Yeah, see, so there, it's a problem. That might not be good because it's got a certain lack of roughness. Whereas this is totally flat, and all I have to worry about is like this area here. Because remember, that's 2 meters high. So, you know, there is... Oh, yeah, if you want hexagons, you're already set. Lucas has you covered. What I'm thinking of doing, one of the things I'm thinking of doing is making smaller, rectangles, squares, cubes, circles, just one that's half the size of the one they already have. But like I say, the problem with that is me. And how I'll have no problem... Oh, look at that. We got a problem. Oh, never mind. We don't have a problem. Other than me. Yeah, see, if you don't change that color, it doesn't do anything. But if you change it, then it's changed. So maybe what I should do in the picture... is 111111. Not 000000. No, this is the secondary. Oh. Guess what? Haha. It told me right on time, just as I noticed it. The fire hydrant rebuild is ready. This is the final build. It's supposed to be the final build. See, the problem with this one is it's too shiny. It's plasticky. But we might have fixed that. Hey, Wolfie! So, the first thing I need to do before I do anything else is go and delete... No. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess this is the first thing I need to do, is download Fire Hydrant 3. We're gonna drop that in the Fire Hydrant folder. Sorry, not the Fire Hydrant folder. It's only that because that's the only thing it's ever seen is fire hydrants. Where is it? Where is it? I'm going. EMT. We're gonna delete the one that's no. Yeah. We're deleting the one that's there, and we're dropping in the new one. Searching for items. 1 of 1. It says refreshing items, but it's not actually Ooh. Okay. Ooh. It still didn't get the black. But that's fine. What? Oh. What? What's going on? We solved this problem. What's going on? Okay, No. Escape. No. Leave me alone. Let me out of here. I don't... Thank you. I was gonna say, I think they've introduced some weird bugs. I didn't export it though. I thought this was the same one as before, but I guess it's not. Same model. Okay, well, I guess we can't take an image of that now, can we? That would be a bad thing. So, here we are, back in Blender. Now I remember I exported it. ASCII, Z forward, Y up. Yep, it's smaller. It's about the size of a small child. It's not a meter high. It's about... It's 84 centimeters high, so it's shorter than a meter. Which, you know, is kind of taller than a... -C forward. Didn't this work? Okay, you know what? I have the one that worked because we do such crazy versioning here. I know. I don't know. They don't tell you the name of the file. They don't give you your versioning. They give you their versioning. I think it should tell me the name of the file I uploaded too. Change to ASCII. So this is the one right here. So I think that was 8. And it worked. I'm just wondering. You know what? Ah! Where am I? Why? I feel it like it's weird, like something's broken and me hitting escape should unselect things. Am I wrong? Okay, it's that thing, message on the top that's breaking that. While that message is up, escape doesn't work anymore. Whoa, that's weird, it looks purple online. Okay, so that should be fine for my screenshot. Right? But that's not. Crap. Okay, whatever. We're gonna have to rebuild this. I'm taking all the old versions and dropping them in the versions folder. I'm gonna take everything else. We're gonna send that to a compressed zip folder called Fire Hydrant 1.1.10. We're adding a new version, 1.1.10, and it's gonna be hopefully fixed export. No. One and zero? That's all there is. That's the only numbers that really truly exist. Everything else is just a figment of our a creation of mankind. And here we go again. We'll get this. And then the next one, we'll have all the same problems again. Oh. Yeah, okay. I should do a quick experiment here. Just to make sure this is going to work. So I'm going to do a print screen of Planet Coaster. Now. As you can see, there's nothing on this screen. Maybe there's something on this screen? On this screen, maybe. Yay, we have something on the screen. So this is the icon as it exists right now. This is the original one. And because I'm too lazy to move the mouse up to the top and go new layer, I'm just going to take a copy of that layer and paste this layer over top. Whoa, what happened? I painted over something. No, I did. You know what? I got lots of copies of this thing. Not filled because they're not off opaque source pixels. Well, okay, so that's what delete does now, is fill. Okay, fine. Sometimes Planet Coaster doesn't, Photoshop doesn't like me, and I don't like Photoshop. Terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. Ah! There we go. See, that doesn't look too bad to me. Maybe it should be side on. You know? I'm just gonna save it. I'm gonna go with it. Then everything disappears. I do find it really weird that the compile times on these things are so long. Like, are there like hundreds of people? Oh. Minus C forward. Oh. So did I screw it up? Why does it, like, seriously, why when you export something and you're running the same session of Blender, why doesn't it, like, oh, those settings? It just, every time you go this, it goes, okay, obliterate everything you did before in your life. And we'll just, no. See, that is checked. I don't know. I don't know. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'm retiring. I should drink some coffee. Does remember. So maybe I just maybe I was Z forward instead of negative Z forward. As long as you don't quit. Here's me talking about quitting. Or not quitting, retiring. Because I don't think if I quit Planet Coaster right now, it's not really quitting. It's really retiring. So, yeah. So, the bottom line here is we might actually have a good enough icon anyway. So, if this actually updates and works, all I'm going to do is rename the thing to 1.0. Like, I'm not going to export again. I'm just going to rename the last export, sorry, to 1.1. 1.1.11, and we'll create a new archive called Fire Hydrant 11.1.1.1.1.1.1. Sorry. And 1.1.11. How does this happen? And that's what we'll upload if this works, and then I can add it to the workshop. Because I'm thinking at this point, we got ourselves a fire hydrant. And I'm, you know, it won't hold water. That's not exactly true. It can hold water. Whoa. Things are flashing all over the place. It can hold water. Dun, 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 dun. Let me go over here. Still looks too shiny to me, you know? But that could be the light thing, the light issue. So I'm just gonna turn this so I'm facing it. So yeah, they've really got to start reporting these as issues when you submit the file. They can't just take this and add it to Planet Coaster. Oh, I've almost quit Planet Coaster before. I've come very close to just like, you know, I've had enough. You can probably tell because, like, I've got these multiple worlds at this point where I've got these huge, you know, it's not really that big of a section. This is bigger. You know, this is probably almost as big. I've got all this to finish, but then there's this. This is a big thing. This is a thing that's making me like, you know, suffer through it. Now I'm not gonna have a problem because I know what I'm making next. You know what we're gonna make it? We're gonna add a bed. We're adding a bed to Planet Coaster. We're gonna add a regular bed and like a queen size bed, and we're going to add a kid's bed, and that's going to be the next two things that we build in the thing. We're building them for the haunted house, so they're not going to be like this ridiculousness. And you know what the other thing we're going to build is? The other thing we're going to build? We're going to build stuff for this world. That's what we're going to build. I am going to replace all the chairs in the theater. We're going to replace them all. I'm going to make chairs. So we're going to have theater chairs. We'll have beds. And then we can build like things like giant teddy bears. I want like giant creepy looking evil teddy bears. In here in the haunted house. So this Toolmaker. This Builder's Toolkit. Builder's Toolkit. It's not a Builder's Toolkit. It's a THEMEMAKER'S toolkit. But it's not to make themes. It's a Builder's Toolkit. The final thing we're gonna build, the next step after we've been able to build a bed, we're gonna be able to build the thing. We're going to build a crib. And it's gonna rock. So we're gonna build a rocking crib. And then we can put like a screaming baby in it. And it could have like an evil clown face, like above on the thing, like looking down on the baby. Just paint it on, not actually there. So that this room can have like stuff in it. And that will all be stuff that was built specifically for this world. Not that I won't release them to the workshop, because that would be important. The other thing that I should do, and really it would probably, a lot of people would be grateful for it, is I could release this now. In a way, sort of. Now, the outer building is 2,857 parts, so that's fine. Well, okay, that's not fine. That's 65 parts. There's another 2,100. But this is only 100. That's not bad. So what I could do is I could actually build this arch in as a building part. And we could eliminate these thousands of pieces. Like that's why it's so much. It's because just that one piece is 1,410 pieces. There's another 1,130. There's another one, you know. So if I could build the basic arch in here, I could basically use those in here instead. So there's so many things I could do once I get better at this. That's going to save, like, this is a problem. Nobody can upload this or get this building because of those ceilings. And if I go in here, oh, the build is taking forever, isn't it? I don't, again, it's something I don't understand. If I go in here and select this and exclude the theater, we've got like 17,000 parts. It's actually like 16,700 parts. And it doesn't need to be anymore. I can build those things. Or I can't actually build them all. I can build like a half, another half. So like, instead of that being like thousands and thousands and thousands of pieces, it could be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pieces. And then that would make most of this building downloadable. Well, again, there's probably 2,000 pieces in this roof too. So again, I'd have to do something here. You know, you could make, like, this could be a thing where this is a piece of roofing, interior ceiling. Here's a piece of interior ceiling. You know, and you could make it so these are all building parts and people can lay them out any way they want. Like, you could take two corners and make a side, and then just, like, so people could do this. And again, that would be something that's very useful. Because there's a lot... It's very difficult to build interior spaces in this game, I find. So yeah, this just rips open doors, and you know, it's going to be unbelievable what we're going to be able to do here. Yeah, what's up? I've spent a lot of time in Planet Coaster. I'm almost at 1,400 hours at this point. So I've been here for a long time. Yeah, the detail is just like completely insane. Here's my other train station. I actually You know, I feel as though I could fix the lighting in here now. I could fix the roof. I could do the roof the way I want. Fix the front. It all doesn't have to be made of jail bars. It could have, like, we could make beams. We could make the things and just put the pieces together as we want them. Which train station, Lucas? The this one, the glass one, or the 16,000 parter? This one's pretty detailed too, but not as detailed. Whoops, not as detailed as that other one. This has shops and everything. This is actually styled after a real train station. This is a something in Romania or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, lots of stuff. Oh, download's done. Things ready. Fire hydrant 1 now becomes fire hydrant 4. Okay, take this dialogue out of there because that breaks the game. Take. I didn't realize that was part of it. Okay, we don't need this here. Toolkit items. Here we go. I'm gonna, if this works right now, this might be going up right now. It didn't work. It didn't work. Why didn't it work? I'm not... What I'm doing is this. I'm taking 1.1.8. Because it should have worked. I thought it should work. Oh. Maybe that's what's going on. Oh, you know what? You might be right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. Don't celebrate yet. Notice something? No shadow glitch. So if you don't use black, you're fine. As soon as you set a color to default to black, you got a problem. Hey, Nightmare. Oh, yeah. I guess you've been here. Yeah, I one of the first few things I built was like, well, I still have that park. I actually still have that portion of the build. Okay, so let's quickly change some colors here. Actually, you know what? If I put this here, this is gonna look ridiculous. So now I should probably leave it these colors for the workshop. Notice the texture issue's gone mostly. There's still some issues with this, but I'm not going to worry about that. Has somebody scratched it with a wrench? That's all that happened. Upload to Steam. New workshop item. Description. Fire hydrant. It doesn't let you change anything. $5. Well. Four color fire hydrant. Oh, you can't do select. Okay, fine. I'll have to use my mouse because I'm not doing that again. With 4 flexi colors. I guess it's colors. Is it? What is it? Flexi color. Flexi color. That's not right. The top and the bottom. The what do you call those? You know, the not the bolts, but the caps, the hose caps, and the caps, comma, and the bolts. Fire hydrant, 4 flexi colors, the main body, the top and the bottom, the hose caps, and the bolts. Why is the picture so crappy? This is not the picture I took, is it? I guess it is. Well, that's fine. Upload. Go. Woo! Well, we're not done playing yet. Whoa. Return to the game. So what do we need to do? We need to make this different colors. Okay, Planet Coaster, could you please, like, work for once? Like, seriously. What? Okay, so we're pulling that off the workshop right now. Because it doesn't freaking work. Sorry. Yeah, did I say frickin'? I didn't mean frickin'. My brightness was set to pure black. There's nothing wrong with it. Well, yeah, if I click blue and click OK, this thing doesn't turn blue. If I click red and click OK... Oh, wait a minute. What's... Oh, I get it. I see. Sorry. Let me move over here before I make a bigger fool out of myself. Thank you, Lucas, for catching that. Okay, so what we want to do is just choose from here, because if I do it the other way, I'm going to screw it up. So we got black, red. That's a bad red for fire. That's more like it. It's got to be like this darker red. And black. Okay, so I'm gonna... Oh, look, it works this time. So if you don't use black in the base colors, you're good. There we go again. Okay, what other color scheme do we have here? I guess around here we see fire hydrants that sort of look like this. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? just because people are gonna want to know. What do I want here? I don't know what made that sound, but something made a sound there. Because that's what people are going to want to know. How big is it? Well, that tells you exactly how big it is. We've got a standard measure of Archer. So we know how big it is. Control Alt Print. No. F12. Library. Blah 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 blah. Planet Coaster. Screenshot library. Okay, so let's I don't know what we need to do. Wheelie bins. Awesome. I hope this gets 4 stars, but it won't. Because I already know. Nobody knows I exist. And no matter how, like, Pirate's Paradise did not get 4 stars. Sorry. I can almost cry about that sometimes. And I do. No. But Pirate's Paradise didn't get 4 stars. It's because nobody saw it. I'm gonna load Pirate's Paradise. We're gonna add some fire extinguishers. Maybe it didn't get 4 stars because people didn't think it was safe. Because there's no fire extinguishers. That's probably what happened. Game phase content. Oh, I can show this. Duh, how long will you survive? Okay, look at that. Fire hydrant. Two unique visitors and 1 subscriber. Well, that ain't too bad. Let's see. No ratings, though. Well, I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I'm going to add it to my favorites. And then I'm going to add stuff. Oh, look at that. It already knows where to look. Upload. It looks like I've got like, huh? What? Oh, okay, there we go. I understand now. I'm not as useless as I look. I mean, I'm not as useless as I seem. Can't see it on the workshop yet. I should subscribe. Well, I should subscribe to it. Yay! Wow, 4 unique people have visited it. Thank you, unique people. And 2 current subscribers. Well, thank 2 of you, unique people. You know, of course, this would probably help. Ta-da! There's a link. Oh yeah, so while we were doing that, oh yeah, Pirates Paradise got featured on Johnny's channel. And you know, I can't complain. I definitely get recognition within the people who know me. There's that. But outside in the other world, it seems to be a limited subset of people that get big recognition. Just because, like, even me. Anything Fricker builds, you know, anything a lot of people build, I'm like immediately in there. Here we go. So yeah, it's on the workshop. Yeah, you know what? This is something that people will download. There's no doubt about it. Now, again, is it on the workshop yet? So oh, somebody added Victorian doors. Okay, this is Pirates Paradise. Whoa. I really need to learn to change the camera before I go swimming. So this is the park that one of my first builds, and it's absolutely crazily detailed. Doesn't really do it justice to see it like this. You gotta see it during the day first, and then at night. So it's like just insanely detailed. Like 3 really pretty good rides, lots of crazy interior builds, you know, just a little bit of everything, but very tied to the theme. An underground mall next to an underground river, and yeah, but it just got lost. I uploaded it and it didn't do anything for days. And then Fricker and then me and Fricker talked. And I was disappointed, and he said, "Well, just give me a minute." And then the next thing you know, I had 100 subscribers. So, you know, it's weird. It's not what you know, it's not what you build, it's who you know. But yeah, it's on the workshop. I can't find it. It's not on the ThemeMaker'S Toolkit. Oh yeah, there it is. It's on the ThemeMaker'S Toolkit. Tagged ThemeMaker'S Toolkit. But that's weird, you know. It must be a thing. Yeah, you know what? I've never downloaded somebody else's park. I've given lots of parks thumbs up and favorited. Well, maybe not favorited. No, I don't really favorite a lot of stuff. But you know, and I see some stuff that people build that I'm like, why isn't this, like, why doesn't this have 5 stars? It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I, of course, I'm not going to put fire hydrants in here. I am going to go make myself some supper. Or some dinner. I don't know. We've been at this for a couple hours. So we know where we're aiming now. We know what the next thing we need to do is. There's probably going to be fire hydrants in the spooky world. But we're also going to start doing some better modeling, and so we'll create. So tomorrow it's going to be, well, tomorrow, I don't know. Next time we'll be looking at building a bed, like from what was that movie called? It was Walt Disney. It was from the 70s. Bed knobs and broomsticks. You know, a brass bed with a big, you know, like that. We'll find a picture online. We'll import the picture into that program we use, and we'll build ourselves a brass bed with a mattress and a quilt. We might even be able to make the quilt so you can change the colors. Brass, we won't make the brass so you can change the color. But then we'll get into base materials. We'll get into things like how reflective things are, etc. I don't know how you would make brass. I might not be able to make brass. That might not be a thing. It's probably not a thing. Here, let me put down a fire hydrant. There we go. It's all better now. So, until next time, I'm GameFace. This was Planet Coaster, sort of, and Blender, and some other things. If you liked it, click the button, and don't forget to subscribe. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.